That's going to be doing this as our full-time job soon.
I fucking hope so.
I can't wait.
To the Daily Gazette, okay?
So we're almost done. So after we do this bank shit after, we're good.
Yeah, I'll do the bank shit, you know what I'm saying?
Bing, bop, boom, 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 bop, bam. That's the type of shit I'm on you wouldn't understand. But when you get a Puerto Rican or Dominican who go super speed on it, you lost me,
You're
pal.
lost?
You
Gotcha.
lost me, pal. You're just going too quick.
Fuck you, Matt. I hate you, Matt. I hate everything about you, Matt. Fuck you, Matt. God, I hate that guy, Matthew, man. How do you feel about Matt?
Matt, all right, man. That's my guy, man.
He's fucking lying. He's fucking lying.
I need you to get me that paper, run me that paper on Tuesday.
How many times have I forgetting the words lately and like fucking words coming out wrong and shit?
But you've always said shit wrong.
Okay.
That's one thing I will say about you. You've never pronounced shit correctly.
I'm just a big fat white reed. Y'all ready? You ready? Ready spaghetti? One day Ken will do the ready spaghetti.
Okay.
Oh
Hey,
shit!
hey,
All right, 3,
I hit the mic.
2, 1, and welcome everybody back to a different sports show. Almost messed up that intro. I'll cut all that out. I'll cut out the
He
pause.
won't cut none of it.
But yeah, I probably won't. Yeah. But anyway, this is episode number 140 of a different sports show, brought to you by A Different Conversation. I'm here with my guys, of course, Matt and Kem, and I'm your host, one of the 3 hosts, Thomas Saxby, and we're here. We're ready to talk about everything. The NBA trade deadline just passed. We finally get to, the rest of the future's pretty much outlined. The NFL, the Super Bowl is tomorrow. After this episode releases, it will be 24 hours after we will get the Super Bowl. And we're going to talk about whatever comes to mind. So again, make sure you guys like, subscribe, get in tune. We have a lot on the way. We were just sitting here having all these convos about what the future looks like, and the future is bright. So get on the train or get the train ran on you or whatever tagline you want to put there. Either way, how are my guys?
We straighter than 6 o'clock out in this.
Oh, he took us.
Fuck you talking about?
I love it. Yeah. Yes.
You know what, Matt? How you doing? You picked us off. What's on the top
Chilling,
of your
big dog.
head?
You know I'm always chilling. This is what I do. But one thing I want to talk about.
He got the
is,
Patriot logo on his hat. His team is in the Super Bowl. No matter what me and Kem say later in this episode, we are still proud of that.
So one thing I did want to talk about. So trade deadline just pass and everything. And ESPN have a guy named Sean Strani.
Oh, we are opening the episode like this.
Oh.
So
Mind you, we want to bring good media back. So
we
just
want to
please
bring
remember
good
that.
media back. That's why I want this opening take. Because a few years back, we had a guy named Adrian Wojnarowski. Some know him as Woj. Woj was the motherfucking
I want to say
outlet.
rest in peace, but he's not dead.
He ain't dead. He's very much alive. I still
pull
get
a Ken
notifications on Twitter, but it's just not NBA related anymore. Woj was the connect from team to team to people, us, the fans. He was the guy who got the information out immediately after it was brought up. He
And
retired.
it was never no speculation. He just told it how it was.
Woj knew what it was.
Yeah.
Woj retired. Shams has been the only guy really out there
Sadly.
that has been letting out information, and he just don't got the juice like Woj.
He's just a lot of speculation.
He's a lot of speculation, a lot of guessing, a lot of hearsay, this, that, and the third, and he just puts it out there. And you didn't notice how bad it was when there was Woj out there, because a lot of times, realistically, Woj puts out a tweet, he puts the same tweet out 30 seconds later. So it looked like they were just on the same timing. Woj ain't there to cover his tracks no more. It's Shams out there. And this was the big trade deadline where we really saw that he was grasping at any rumor he could and just trying to let it fly. And the Bucks organization called his bitch ass out about it. Pretty much was like, oh, y'all said Giannis was ready for a new home by the end of the day? We're all fine over here.
Yeah.
We gonna build around him. We gonna keep doing what we doing over
Keep
here.
trying at it. I
don't know
it.
where he got that. All this was about to go through the fucking
Because all of a
roof,
sudden
like,
it went day by day. It was like, yeah, Giannis is definitely going. Giannis is unhappy. Bucks are ready. Like everything's ready. And then all of a sudden it's, they were never serious. Like, what, were they trolling? Like, I really doubt they were fucking trolling the league.
No.
There's no incentive.
But pretty much what I did want to say is fans are calling for the firing of Shams from ESPN. What do you guys think about that?
I mean, I'm not saying I agree because
he's our only guy out there. I will say that.
That's a little deep, but like at the end of the day, I feel like he got to get better because like these like fans, they make like whether you like it or not, us fans, we make the league what it is by 100%. Talking about it, by paying into it. Everything. If it wasn't for the fans, this league would be nothing. So
all leagues would be nothing.
That still needs to be considered here, especially because you got Shams basically holding the Bucks, the Heat franchise, and then like it was weird because like the Warriors offer was a terrible offer, and Shams is sitting there hyping it up. The Timberwolves, they couldn't even come up with an offer, but they were somehow deep in the race. None of that shit made sense. Like the Knicks, they didn't have a good offer. But like Shams kept saying, like the Knicks are in it, the Timberwolves are in it, the Warriors are in it. But none of those deals were even close to forming because those deals were so laughable. But he had all these fan bases thinking we're gonna get Giannis, like everything's cool, and then all of a sudden, oh yeah, JK guys. And I just think it's just shitty reporting. I get you're trying to keep the deadline spice up, but all the other deals could have done that enough. So, and I get it. There's little
big names got moved, bro. Triple J, Kristaps,
and
Anthony
there was no
Davis.
coverage on that stuff. Like Jaren Jackson Jr., there was little coverage because maybe the Grizzlies will rebuild, maybe they won't. But there was no like, oh my God, the Grizzlies are looking to get rid of him. The Kuminga trade, the Kuminga going to the Hawks, there was nothing on the radar about that the Warriors were looking at like a Porzingis, Jaren Jackson type player. There was no reporting on that. It was all Giannis. Maybe a little John Morant, like all the time, and it was for nothing, and it's silly.
Yeah, so that's a no, ain't no sorry to it. That was a great observation.
Grinds my gears.
Listen, man, shout out to Peter Griffin. But for sure, man, at the end of the day, man, you got to make sure that because we watch the sport and intake the sport and is as involved in the sport as we are, as we're talking about it right now, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. It's actually correct because the trades that took place after all of the hoopla about Giannis was actually impactful and good trades. You know what I mean? Things that we're going to get to that should have actually been spotlighted, right?
Anthony Davis to the Wizards, where it was like,
you know what I'm
saying? As far as we were concerned, Anthony Davis was staying put because no one wanted that contract.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you know what I mean? And there were...
And they get draft capital
Yeah, we got some murmurs about AD May being on the chopping. All of it happening.
Like Chicago.
Yeah, all these different things
that was like
what
dream.
Could be happening, but at the end of the day, it was horrible reporting. I think that it overshadowed what actually took place.
100%.
What we're able to also see from it too is when people call for your job is kind of where we fill in at. So again, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, man.
Can be on it, man. Y'all don't understand
Kevin's
how much.
The smoothest guy alive.
Can be on that shit, man.
Real shit, man. But listen, man,
what's on top of your mind?
Listen, man, what's on top of my mind is I gotta give a shout out to the Rook, man. Coop, man. Cooper Flagg, shout out.
He's been killing it.
He's been killing it,
man. Listen, last 4 games got 150 points. The last time that has been done by my guy AI into 1996-7 rookie season for him.
Before I was born.
You understand what I'm saying? That's how long that's been. So just think of the people that we lauded. We got like Steph. We got LeBron. You know what I mean? Like we got all of these guys, you know what I mean, who have been brought into the league. And some of who we, you know what I mean, in that 96-97 stretch who have never done that. Good job, Coop. Shout out to you. I hope that, he get him some help, man. Wait till Kyrie
he had
back.
like a 49-pointer, then a 32, a 36, a 29, a 38. Like, he was wild.
I like how this all happened.
You're getting busy. And last night, I don't know if y'all saw that last night, that matchup with him and Wemby, that was kind of dope.
I'm not going to lie. I like how this all kind of happened for Cooper Flagg. Like, I obviously don't want to see the Mavericks destroy themselves like they did, but it honestly all benefited him.
Yeah.
Because he's getting all that PT, getting all that room to make mistakes. It's
Shit
exactly
we talked about.
It's what we wanted at the beginning
and what
of the
we
season.
talked about. We already talked about it. It was like if sum of all parts were there, we wouldn't get this Cooper Flagg that we get.
I agree.
Which was hard for us to see how good he could be because the sum of all parts would be there.
Yeah, because Steve Kerr made a good point.
Yeah, because he would be a glorified role player in that championship run that they would be trying to have with AD and Kyrie fully healthy, right? But with Kyrie having that issue and then AD being Mr. Glass 2.0, you know what I'm saying? He's getting the chance to literally flourish, man. And it's fire.
And Steve Kerr, he made an interesting point about all this after they traded Kuminga, and he gave Steve Kerr does his little heartfelt goodbyes and shit. He said it was hard to develop Kuminga because it's like the Warriors have been always trying to win year after year after year. The one year that they weren't trying to win, I believe Kuminga was hurt during that year, so they couldn't let him fall on his face and make those mistakes. So when Kuminga makes mistakes, and he's not like getting shit.
It's
like
critical.
they have to bench him like because they're trying to win. So he never got that chance to really take that next step of development. So I kind of get that and comparing it to the Maverick situation. But what I'm mad at as opposed to the media is, you know, a lot of people are crucifying Tom Brady because he said that he don't have a dog in this race.
He doesn't have a horse in the race.
Yeah.
And I like, when you think about who Tom Brady is, when he was a New England Patriot, he was a New England Patriot, nothing else. Tunnel vision, like not friendly with like anybody else. Like this. So
I don't usually do this, but more specifically, it was Vince Wilfork.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who actually had the biggest problem that incited all of this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then, you know, the second, you know, when he goes to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, it was Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Like he even said it, like I'm not thinking about the Patriots. I'm not thinking about that shit. Buccaneers. Now he is a part owner of the Raiders.
He owns a whole nother team.
Yeah, so it's not like he's saying fuck the Patriots. It's I don't got a horse in this race. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not about to sit here and be like, yeah, go Patriots. I get where he's coming from.
if fucking the Raiders and fucking Patriots face off, what
is he gonna do? Patriots?
Oh, I got Patriots are my dog in this race. No, it's not.
And my thing is like fans getting upset.
He played for them. He won them 6 rings.
And isn't that enough? What more do fans want?
And also, it's not even that he's just an owner. He's also a fucking play-by-play commentator.
Yeah,
you got to be unbiased during that. So like, what do you expect him to say? I just don't.
And then especially when it comes to like that point that you made, like.
And I'm a Patriots fan. I don't give a fuck that he said he don't got a
He won y'all 6 rings.
So
like,
listen,
what more do you want from him?
I love all of that, but in all of that, aside from all of that, with everything, all of that too.
All of that.
Right? With all of everything that both of y'all said too. He played for an organization where it was do your goddamn job.
Yes.
Right? And he has always been a consummate professional, right?
Aside out of football.
Without a question, he's a professional. The fandom that comes along with that is something that what people aspire to achieve, right? But what you are actually being able to witness is somebody being really truthful, aside from having a team, owning a team, being a commentator and all of that. Now being away from the organization that you also won the 6 championships with, that was also business. That wasn't like
they all didn't like each other.
Yeah,
Brady, Kraft, and Belichick. Now we're seeing it.
Yeah, like that was also business that was properly constructed with grown men that knew how to take care of business in the most fine moments that other people would fall apart in. So at the end of the day, man, to understand a champion and understand winning, you understand what I'm saying, is to kind of understand what Tom Brady said. But some people who don't understand that would have a problem with it. You
and
understand
my
what I'm
thing
saying?
is, it's just like he won you guys 6 championships.
Like Portnoy came out and
it's crazy.
Went crazy on Brady.
It's
he
wild.
doesn't care about us.
It's
Why
wild.
He won you
should
6 championships. Is that not enough?
Why should he care about the Patriots?
Like he has to cheer and be a diehard Patriot.
That's what I mean. Like he doesn't have to do that just because he won the 6 chips. He won the 6 chips under contract for the Patriots as well.
Yeah.
He was
it
just,
wasn't
and then
like,
guess what?
You know what I'm saying?
What was he supposed to do? Lose those?
And then guess what? When going got tough and shit got hard, Belichick wasn't willing to put the dollars out to get you help.
Yes.
And so you left and went and won. It wasn't personal for him at all. It was professional.
My brother got the Patriots gear on, telling it like
it wasn't that deep.
Make sure you guys visit our website at differentconversation.net. Subscribe, stay a part of the conversation. So
real
Matt,
quick, let me check that.
Matt, it's like no, Matt, Matthew Stafford. Not our Matthew, but
Matty
you'll get an MVP one day. Matthew Stafford won MVP of the NFL last night. I want to know your guys' reaction and opinion to all that, and anything else that you took from the show, like any other awards, if you want to pipe in a comment or anything like that.
Well, no, I mean, I'll go easy first. First and foremost, shout out to Matt. Like, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, as long as we've been on this podcast, man, when talking about football, I have not brought up Matt Stafford when talking about greats, goats.
We've been even with our pages making sure the name of Matt Stafford's out
without
there,
a question.
All year.
Even in all the losing that was done in Detroit, he played his best. Like he was like
played
some of his finest
3
moments.
playoff appearances with those terrible teams
like
was
without
impressive.
a question. And then to see the after, you know what I mean, the second part of his career, and then be the oldest MVP winner, you know what I mean, in NFL history.
Season.
Listen, listen, did you guys actually get to see how Sean McVay reacted to him saying that he was going to play another year with his girls?
Oh yeah, I saw. I love that announcement.
Yo, it was so fire to see, like, because that's it. It's kind of going back to the earlier conversation about like Tom Brady, right? And why he probably said he doesn't have a horse in the race, right? The relationship that you see with Sean McVay and Matt Stafford, you kind of never seen with Bill.
Yeah.
You always seen Bill kind of push him, which was awesome because it's one of those things that got Tom.
It's like business is business.
Yes, and where Tom was drafted at to where Tom grew to be, I think that kind of thing was probably needed in some points, but probably the reins probably had to come off at some point, right? And it never did. You know what I mean? Kind of what Matt was saying.
They're probably all
end.
pointing the finger at each other.
Like what he said at the end there. But now, you know what I mean? Like you have this kind of relationship, man, to where as though at 37 years old, the same time when Bill is thinking about getting rid of Tom, Sean McVay is damn near crying. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I said I love the story, bro.
It's a beautiful relationship.
Yo, it's fire,
when you
man.
think about it,
because
like,
you know what I'm saying?
Well, because like when they won their Super Bowl, that was the business part. You know what I mean? They didn't have that relationship built.
Yes.
It was just that was business. Like,
Triple
let's get
Crown
to
King.
it. And then they got really close because if you remember, their stories are very synonymous. Like Matthew Stafford has been pondering retirement the last couple of years. Sean McVay has been pondering, taking a step away from football for a couple of years.
Which is crazy because he's so young.
Yeah.
If he could keep this shit going, easy Hall of Fame.
He's a mad scientist, though. And
I think
it's
he's already a
understandable.
Hall of Famer because his tree is insane, his coaching tree. But like at the end of the day, it's like the relationship that they have developed. That's why I'll always believe in Sean McVay and Matt Stafford with the team they have around them too. For me, I mean, the MVP, it was nice. Drake Maye, if he continues to stay this consistent, I think he'll get his MVP down the line. Yeah. Especially being in the Super Bowl year 2. Oh my God, bro. Drake Maye, he's got a lot ahead of him.
All he has to do is prove it again. Like, you know what I mean? If he proves it again, he's going to win one. This is without a question. You know what I'm saying? Some of the things we'll get into a little bit later.
This would have been the easiest year because you don't got a Lamar, Patty Holmes and shit.
And listen, having the easiest schedule in football helped.
And the Broncos had the second easiest schedule, and they were their opponents in the conference. So it's, you know what I mean? It's like, if the Broncos made it, we would have been saying the same shit about the Broncos. So that's where I'm just like, whatever. But I mean, my thing is, I think, Dak Prescott got robbed of the comeback player of the year. I get it. Both him and McCaffrey did their thing. The 49ers won and the Cowboys didn't.
CMC.
I just, Dak Prescott deserves some fucking recognition for the year that he had. Just something, man. I was hoping it was comeback player of the year. Because I knew it wasn't MVP. I knew it wasn't offensive player of the year. I knew it wasn't none of that shit. But at least comeback player of the year.
But McCaffrey put up, 2,100 yards, almost 1,000 receiving yards.
And Dak Prescott on a 7-9-1 team had, 4,000. What did it end up being? 400, 36 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. He's had the second highest win probability added on his team. Every stat just points top 5 Dak Prescott.
Yeah, man.
A year after he tore his hamstring, a year having the worst defense, keeping them in it as long as he did.
But this is the thing for me. This is the thing. Dak Prescott doesn't need to be in a comeback player of the year, most improved type of thing for the NBA. He needs to be an MVP conversation.
Yeah, of
course. His team let him
down.
And not even MVP, Super Bowl MVP conversation.
He needs to be in those conversations. Fuck the comeback.
Yeah.
I just wanted him to get something.
Did he deserve something?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
His team, his organization have let him down over and over and over again. He is a top 5 quarterback in the franchise, in the league this year.
In the league.
In the league, he was a top 5 quarterback this year.
And I
undebatable.
Undoubted, Dak Prescott is the best. I don't care. He's the best quarterback to ever put on the Dallas Cowboys uniform. Yes, Troy Aikman did win 3. But I think that was a collection of something beautiful.
Best
built.
and greatest are 2 different things.
I think
I'm not
that
going to argue that.
But like if you pull the winning away and you look at fucking Troy Aikman's stats, they don't even compare to like some of the top fucking 50 quarterbacks.
Football was played
different era.
Exactly.
Different era.
Exactly. But like at the end of the day,
so
like
don't bring those into arguments. Those are the things that shout out to Peter Griffin.
He's the most highlight.
Grinds my gears. You know what I mean?
He's the most highlight worthy.
Okay.
No, you guys, it's the shout outs to Peter Griffin. You're like destroying everything that like I have built in me whenever you say it.
Shout out Peter Griffin. That's what grinds my gears.
But like when it comes to Dak, like I also consider everything that he has had to go through in his career. Like,
he's being
a Cowboy alone.
I'm on that for Dak.
Like his mom.
We all love Dak
on
the show. I can't
everything.
tell.
Yeah, without a doubt.
It's just sadly he a Cowboy.
And he should have been in the MVP conversation this year. I get it. Trevor Lawrence won some games, but there's not a stat besides running, that he's barely better than.
And that's only because Dak got chipped up.
Yeah.
Dak
can
put the
run.
wheels on
He'll
too.
run through a fucking brick wall.
Yeah, he'll put the wheels on.
And that's why, listen, man, I'm scared because I feel like the next time the Cowboys make the playoffs, I feel like they're going to lock in on a fucking another level because Dak only has so many chances left. He's 33.
He is.
32, 33.
What we know is he is. Like, he is. It doesn't matter whatever happens to them in those games when it's close. He's pushing it to make sure that he gets them back.
He's giving you 110% every
smart
time.
Decisions. He is a Russell Westbrook-esque type of player. You know what I mean? He's giving it all. You understand what I'm saying?
Tornado with the ball.
Like, I love it, though. Like, just the mentality and what you know you're going to get from him. You know you're getting 110, like, at any level, especially with something on the line. It's crazy. His team more lets him down than...
And, if that's what I'm saying. The offense that they've built, if they keep Pickens, I don't think it matters with Javonte Williams because they have Blue in the back.
Yeah.
Who I like a little bit more anyway.
Than Javonte?
Yeah. Well, just like what he can become. Like once he
become.
Yeah, because he's fast and he's really quick. I think he can do a lot. But if they fix that defense, bro, just a little bit. Yeah. If they had just a little bit of a better defense, they're probably like 11-6 this year. Yeah. In the playoffs.
100%.
And their offense that was scoring 30 points per game, you're telling me that can't win?
That would wreak havoc in the playoffs. Like, that would wreak havoc.
That can't just like win some games when other players are choking.
Lawrence got what, 1 vote? Josh Allen got 2 for first place?
No, Justin Herbert got a vote.
Oh, Justin Herbert. Not
he wasn't even on the list.
Yeah, Herbert got 1. Herbert got 1, Allen got 2, and then it was 23, 24, 25, 26, something like that. I know
everyone,
it was only by 1.
Everyone was looking at, whatchamacallit, Dan Orlovsky for voting Matt Stafford, but they ain't looking at the guy that fucking voted for Justin Herbert. Yeah. Like, that's crazy.
That was crazy.
Do you got any takes on Matt Stafford?
Nah, congrats. Bro, it's just this whole year. I had the Rams going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, we love
against
Matt Stafford
the Bills.
all year from day one.
I had Rams.
Good job on us.
Yeah, I had Rams going against the Bills, and I had Stat winning finals. Fucking a Super Bowl MVP. So the love for Stat over here is high. It just sucks that my boy had to be a victim to it. That's just what it is.
He's a victim to a lot of things. Yeah. It's sad. I just hope he survives.
No, shout out Drake Maye. Drake Maye. Fucking, he's that guy. Just keep doing what you're doing. That's all I'm going to say. Shout out Matt Stafford. Yeah. Shout out Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah.
Any other shout-outs?
Nah, fuck everybody else.
You just start shouting out everyone.
Because Christian McCaffrey, I came into the season, our first NFL episode this season.
So with you,
talking about CMC.
So with you being a Patriots fan, what is your prediction for the Super Bowl then?
It's an uphill battle, ladies and gentlemen. It's an uphill battle. Odds are stacked against us, but we've been here before.
Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, man. That's truth juice right there.
You feel me? I'm not a fucking, I got the blinders on and I'm a Patriots fan. We're definitely going to win. I hope we fucking win. I think we can win. I know we can win. Will we? Who the fuck knows? That's a really tough fucking opponent. But we've been here before, backs against the walls. Patriots take the game.
Vrabel Coach of the Year. We didn't say anything about that.
Yeah, we didn't. Yeah, Vrabel Coach of the fucking year, and he fucking deserves it.
Yeah. Vrabel Coach of the Year, man. Listen, man, the story that is the Patriots is a story. Like, you know what I mean? It's a book. You know what I'm saying? Schedule and all of that shit aside.
If they win, it's...
You know what I mean? They had to win the games. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I would say, realistically, the 3 teams to come out of... the Bills had like a bottom 5 schedule. And then, like you just said, Patriots and Broncos had bottom 2 schedules. So it's like... Whoever came out of this fucking conference, they had an easy path. It is what it is. But anyway, continue. My fault.
But no, man. Listen, man. I just think that we'll see. You know what I'm saying? More to come from the New England Patriots for sure, though, without a doubt. And Drake Maye, without a doubt.
But who you got?
We're on that right now.
That's what he asked me.
Oh, we're on that right now. Oh, we on that right now.
That's what he just asked me.
So listen.
I'm looking into the heavens, man.
Okay. So listen. Since we on that right now, man, I might as well just get my full go ahead and
do the
just
whole
kind of break it down
dog.
for you. So listen, real quick, man. I got no problem just to piggyback off what you were saying with the New England Patriots. I kind of love everything that they put together, but now I'm just going to go to the other side of the ball where I believe that the proven, or the other side where I believe that it's proven, even on the other side of the ball of Drake Maye. Mike McDonald's defense, I think, is already stellar, already there, right? We just were talking about the Cowboys, the one who left the Cowboys, Mr. Lawrence, right there. The way that they are getting pressure, it's not always about the sack, but what I think about what they're going to be able to do with Drake Maye, you know what I mean, and how he might try to rise up out of there. We'll see, because that's been his most impressive
attribute.
Yes, attribute during this postseason has been his running. But then when we go to the other side of the ball,
not even just his running, his knowing when the right
Right,
time
and
to
the design
run
runs.
is.
Like, he
Yes.
knows how to slide up in that pocket, you know what I mean? And if the pass isn't there, take off. Right? So at the end of the day, I love what can happen, but I think that he'll be consumed. Then when we go to the other side, we got the Offensive Player of the Year, too, from the awards last night, JSN, right? We got...
Well-deserved.
Yes, Cooper Kupp. Kenneth
Triple
Walker,
Crown King.
You know what I mean? Kenneth Walker III, who I actually think is going to be the X factor in that game. So at the end of the day, man,
that's your player that you think has the biggest impact on the Super Bowl.
Yes, I think Kenneth Walker III does have the biggest impact on the Super Bowl. And listen, here it is right now. I like Seattle minus 3.5.
Oh, I hate that 3.5 line.
Yeah, I like it.
I hate it.
I like it.
All right, so listen. I know we had a conversation.
Yeah.
I was riding with the Seahawks all the way up until and look, my legacy's on the line here, the legacy that I don't have.
What is it at right now?
What?
Your legacy.
Oh yeah, I think we're at like 15-1. 15-1 in the last 16. I'm going with the New England Patriots. And the simple reason is I think Sam Darnold chokes. He absolutely has the ability. I was sitting back, I was looking at some of his game logs, and then I went into the game logs to see why he did so bad in some of these games. And a lot of it has to do with the opposing defense and actually when they actually show up. If there has been one thing for the New England Patriots that has showed up this entire playoffs, has been their defense. And I think it'll continue because Mike Vrabel got something special going on in that locker room. I think the Patriots defense shows up. Sam Darnold chokes under the lights. I don't think it matters too much what Drake Maye does in that Super Bowl. I think they'll have field goals. They'll do whatever. I think the New England Patriots are coming out with the victory. And it just something doesn't feel right about Seattle.
I need you to give me a little bit better of a breakdown because that doesn't I understand what you're saying.
I think
both defenses are going to show up, but I think the Patriots when Sam Darnold gets shut down, we've seen it. He gets shut the fuck down.
What's the difference?
I think the Patriots are going to stop Kenneth Walker, which is why you said he's an X factor.
One of the best run defenses in the league.
If Kenneth Walker does what he does, then yeah, I think.
So what about? So now let me give the opposing. Yeah. So that's why. So listen, you don't think that I thought it out before I gave my take?
Go ahead, let's go.
Like, you don't think I thought it out before I gave it?
You were ready. You was ready for some bullshit.
Because check it out. Now, only because of this. Only because of this. Listen, the O-line of Seattle is way different. And here's the other thing. I don't care about any of that because that's why he's going to be the X factor. Let there be pressure. Now your ass got to chase him off of bubble screens. Chase him off of those little pass outs. You understand what I'm saying? Where all that yak is totally there. It's nothing but green grass there until he gets to one of them DBs who was already trying to cover JSN or Cooper Kupp. So at the end of the day, they can get carved up that way. And not to mention, Sam Darnold has wheels too. It ain't like he doesn't have wheels, okay? At the end of the day, I just believe in the mistakes that we have seen from Sam Darnold, that he has also risen above in the timely moments in everything we have seen now, to the mistakes that we have not seen Drake Maye make that he can make in the Super Bowl that can be detrimental.
But also,
you understand what I'm saying?
We have seen Drake Maye make. But one thing I will say to counteract that, to kind of stay on my side, is I think what Thomas was saying is we have this whole season had phenomenal run defense.
Yes.
And so I think we are going to emphasize that.
Yes.
I feel like we're not going to harp on trying to get to Sam Darnold as much because we need to stop Kenneth.
Yes.
But so we're gonna be not holding back, but we're gonna be watching for the run a lot.
Yes.
And then obviously we got Christian Gonzalez. So I'll say right here for the Patriots, my X factor is Gonzo.
Christian Gonzalez, he did get burned by Jared Stidham.
Yeah, and so I feel like at this, like he's going to be guarding. I don't want to do a JSN.
Just say
Njigba.
Njigba. I kept saying Njigba, and I knew it was wrong.
Yes, Njigba.
That's why I just say JSN.
Either way. Usually I'm good with the pronunciation, so fuck it. But either way, he's obviously on JSN. Obviously. But then, Coop is dangerous, man. We gotta remember a few years ago he's Triple Crown King.
Yes.
Super Bowl
and
MVP.
Throughout this playoff, all he has done is been there in the
reliable pockets, man.
Yes.
I feel like where shit can go awry for us is if Sam Darnold can get it going with his receivers. Because on the opposite side, like I said, I got Gonzo as my X factor for the Patriots. I got Sam Darnold as my X factor for Seattle, just because I feel like we are going to put all of our effort to stop Kenneth, and I feel like Sam Darnold, if he can show the fuck out, that's going to be the end of us.
And that's my thing is like so the Seahawks were what 14-3.
Yeah.
There's a reason that Sam Darnold was not in the MVP conversations, and that is because he had some pretty fucking bad games. He had some bad
pretty amazing games.
Yes, of course. Mm-hmm. But do you think
killing
he was,
my boy over
do you
there.
think he was a top 5 MVP candidate out here?
No.
Okay.
He doesn't.
But this is my point.
Wait. How many of the top 5 MVP candidates were sniffing the Super Bowl?
1, Drake Maye.
All right. So that's not a viable question.
Okay. I know, but I'm saying the reason why he wasn't in like MVP contention is because he had some bad games this year.
No, the only reason Drake Maye is in the MVP conversation is because what is overshadowed for other teams right now, which is the complementary element. You understand what I'm saying? You just spoke about Gonzo being the most, the X factor of the game for New England, but how is Drake Maye not the X factor if he's the fucking MVP candidate?
My X factor, Sam Darnold.
You know what I mean? So wait, now in doing that, that's what I'm just saying in picking this apart.
Of course.
You can't, it's not, if you're basing your win probability just off of Sam Darnold fucking up, that's not a good enough reason.
I think that's a fair enough reason because I think both defenses are going to show up.
Okay.
And I think that Sam Darnold's going to choke. And I think Drake Maye is going to
He
do what he's done all
already
season.
showed you that he's
enough.
not going to choke though.
Has he?
You don't have any. Yes, look, he's in the Super
Yeah,
Bowl.
but Super Bowl is a completely different game from the NFC Championship game.
But every game
The
that
Super
he played
Bowl,
was a different game.
Right, but we're in the Super Bowl now, and I'm counting on a Sam Darnold choke.
Okay.
Because that Patriots defense is different.
I appreciate it, man.
Listen, the
That's
Patriots
wild.
defense is different.
We need the help. We need all the
that's
help
just
we can
that,
get.
man.
Their defense doesn't rank near. They're in the top 5, but they're not near Seattle's defense.
But I think
Seattle's defense is ranked 6th.
I think they'll be both
they
on
were
par.
1 throughout the playoffs.
It'll be
throughout
both.
the playoffs.
It'll be
Yeah,
both
they're
on
one
par,
season.
and
season.
it'll be up to whichever team to make the big game-winning play. And I believe the Patriots under Mike Vrabel. I'm not saying anything about
I like
Drake
the
Maye.
East Coast love and all that, and I love the homeboy love. But hey, man,
But wait,
I
now
don't.
this is the
I'm just
beautiful
being my own team.
I know,
That's what it
and
is
Matt's a
for me.
Patriots fan, but this is the beautiful thing, Kem.
Yeah, I can't-
Me and you, our rivalry this season, all comes down to this one game right here. You've been a big supporter of Sam Darnold. I've been a big hater. It's all going to come down to this game.
of Drake Maye.
But I'm saying
I am also a supporter of what I see
wins,
and what the numbers
whoever
do.
wins out of the Patriots and the Seahawks can settle our rivalry for this whole NFL season because all of our ideologies and everything.
Yeah, it takes a lot to go wrong for both of them. Well, not a lot.
Yeah,
to go wrong.
you come with a lot of
That's a
stats. I
fact.
come with a lot of feeling. We're gonna see who fucking wins.
Yeah,
and
we'll
it'll be
see.
interesting.
Yeah, the field.
Yes, sir.
I mean, you need both when betting. So
Yeah,
shout
of
out. Send that over.
So that's gonna that's gonna come through. So NBA trade deadline. Let's start here. What was the thing that you guys love the most? I'll be the basic one to jump out. Or actually, no. I'll let one of you guys get the James
No,
Harden
you
one.
already started. Let's go.
Yeah, go.
Are you guys gonna shout out the Wizards?
Go.
Of course we are, bro. We
Okay,
all.
all right.
Shout them out. We'll talk about them real
Okay,
quick.
so I wanna shout out the James Harden trade. That was probably my favorite trade of the deadline because I really like what the Cavaliers did here. Now, like on one end,
From a Knicks fan, I'm loving this already.
Yeah,
Keep
like
going.
from on one end, you can look at this as the Cavaliers fucked up.
Yeah.
Darius Garland was obviously worth more when the trade rumors were swirling around last year, the year before. They definitely could have traded him for draft picks, whatever they wanted to do at that time. But they kept him up until this point. But I like that they traded for James Harden because what James Harden provides the Cleveland Cavaliers is just what they have not had, a floor general. And Donovan Mitchell is not that. Donovan Mitchell has been trying to make up for what Darius Garland lacks and what Darius Garland doesn't do when he's not on the court. So what I like is that James Harden is going to come in. Jared Allen, this kind of revives Jared Allen into the game plan because we know James Harden loves his basic centers, the basic ones that just get the ball and put it in the hoop.
Clint
Get the
Capellas.
ball and put it in the hoop. It works for Evan Mobley because now that you have an actual point guard bringing the ball down, you don't have to put so much attention on Mobley and Mitchell on the
He can
defensive
flash.
end.
He can flash.
Yeah.
Bam. If it ain't there, go right
That's what
back.
I'm saying.
You know
So
what I mean?
Mobley's
Like,
going to have the freedom
yes,
to
it's a lot.
cultivate
to just
his
move
entire
around,
game.
cuts, backdoor
Yes,
cuts,
all
sit in the
day.
corner,
For
wherever you
Mitchell,
want to go.
yeah, Mitchell's not being rode like a fucking horse no more. Mitchell can get time off from bringing the ball up court. James Harden can get time off from bringing the ball up court. Those two can work in unison. Donovan Mitchell can become more of a cutting,
That's a
catch
fact.
and shoot, create his own shot. This is perfect for Donovan Mitchell to absolutely maximize on what he has. And that's what James Harden is as a player now, is a guy that'll come in and maximize your best player like he did with Embiid, like he's done with Kawhi.
Yeah, I was just saying, well, since Kawhi's been going the fuck off on the last 20 games, it's because James Harden has been he took his back seat because he was going off in the beginning of the season to keep the game afloat. And then once Kawhi came back to the court, took a little bit of a backseat, and then Kawhi went stupid.
And it's like, I'm glad that that shit like this is happening for James Harden, because it's, even for me, like, it's kind of changing my opinion on him overall. Because you see just how important it was for him to develop that floor general part of his game. And I just like the trade the most because, the Cavs, they needed to do something, right? We all sat up here. We all said they were broken. We all said it wasn't going to work, and we thought they were going to stick with their team. But they didn't. They bring in Keon Ellis. They bring in James Harden. I think it works for what they're doing. Keon Ellis can just come off the bench when they need defense the most, or if there's someone terrorizing, their wing player, if Tyson isn't doing his job, or if Evan Mobley's breaking down, or if Donovan Mitchell's really having that hard of a time on defense. I think they're scary now. I think they've revitalized their window. They've opened that window back the fuck up for the next year or two.
Totally.
I mean, like I said, I would have liked for them to get more value for Garland, but at the end of the day, you're competing for championships. You're not competing for down the line. You got to convince Mitchell to stay, or you got to win while he's here.
Garland, you can you can talk Garland into the future where James Harden actually wants to win.
Donovan Mitchell wants to win. That
you know what I mean? Like the rest of that team, they may be young, but they still want to win. And Garland, being as young as he is, you can actually talk him into the future, and actually he can get himself more game ready for his next play anyway. So at the end of the day, in the Clippers, that's a good, what they did in totality around Kawhi too has got a whole lot younger. So that's not a bad thing with what they did as well.
They have the oldest roster coming into the season.
And it could be argued a little bit that when they got Mitchell, that kind of stunted Garland's growth a little bit, because he was ascending, but then they got Garland and he kind of had to be there could be better. Like we've seen him play better. There could be better.
What is this? $140. This is episode 140. Please, y'all let us know too, right? Check this out. We've had this conversation.
Yes.
And every time we're having this conversation, we've always talking about his durability. You know what I mean? How he froze up. A couple of things he did do better. You know what I mean? No shots. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, at 37, with what Cleveland has assembled right now, inserting a James Harden right now, they is looking as one of the top 3 teams in the East, whether New York, Detroit, or them. It's a crapshoot. You understand what I'm saying? So that's
if James Harden can stay as hungry as he was in the beginning of the Clippers season throughout this whole season. I think
he knew it though. So he wanted to get. So one of the reports is, while we're here though, is like, they knew, James Harden knew he wasn't going to get paid, last year. And he just been running it up so that he can get his next, his next bag, so they know he still got it. You know what I mean? But other than that, it's kind of crazy that they didn't re him up, so because
he's doing everything that he could. Like,
he's been balling.
All those times that Kawhi missed the last couple of years, like James Harden was all over that and carrying them, like keeping them alive.
He had MVP votes last year.
And guess what? Guess what? While we're here, right? Because this is why I was talking about it like in the group chat, but this is what the shit that I didn't say. Every team that he's just been traded to in his recent history have been primed for championships.
It just hasn't happened.
Those other people are the reasons why they haven't gone there.
Yeah, because if you
think, the injuries and shit that plagued, though, like, you understand what I'm saying?
That's
those
a good
other
point,
situations.
Because if you think about it, there's been instances. So if you think about what happened in Brooklyn,
I'm talking about all of them. Yes,
but if you start specifically at Brooklyn, if James Harden was healthy, who knows what that would have added? Because he played on one hamstring in the series.
It's really if Kyrie was healthy. He was out that whole.
But if James Harden didn't have a popped hamstring, that went to 7. That went to Kevin Durant's foot being on the line away from them. That could have been the difference alone. You think about Philly, when he went to Philly, he was hurt when Joel Embiid was going.
No, it wasn't even just Joel Embiid was hurt against the Celtics. Nick Wright pisses me off. This is why media sucks,
These are not his
Nick Wright
fault
brings up that he gets the Daryl Morey saves him from Brooklyn. He gets there, and games 6 and 7, he puts up 13 total points on 2 for 8 shooting. What about game 1 and 3, where he put up like 30 some odd points in each game? I think one of them might have been a 40 piece because Joel wasn't there. That's what we need to talk about. Yes, does James Harden fall in a lot of games? Sure, but he also carried them when he needed to. Joel came back, then they lost.
And the difference with this is that Donovan
tight,
Mitchell.
bro.
Yeah.
Donovan Mitchell's going to be
right now.
Donovan Mitchell's going to be there.
Yeah.
Evan Mobley's going to be there.
And yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Plus,
so,
with
like,
his type of, I think James, listen, he party, but he for real. Like, you understand what I'm saying? He party, but
I think
ballin'.
he's finally
like,
Unk now. Like,
yeah,
he's
like,
he's,
you understand what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, yeah. But Unk on some other shit. Like, he wants to win. You understand what I'm saying? Like, or he want to put himself up there. So I agree with that.
That was kind of, that was my biggest take. And,
I love
if you guys bring up the Wizards, I'll have a good Wizards take.
we might as well just kind of segue into it. You know what I mean? Like, kind of
I find it funny. We talked about the trade tree with Bradley Beal and the Wizards, and now it just turned into basically the team that they have: Anthony Davis, Trae Young, Keyshawn, George, Trey Johnson. Yeah, that and Sar. Like, the thing with the Wizards that's beautiful is they gave up nothing for Trae Young, and they gave up like 2 of their like least favorited draft picks for Anthony Davis. So what they have now is they have Anthony Davis and Trae Young, who we know if they just give one healthy year, just one. That's all this takes is just one healthy year where they play the game that they know how to play, that we know Trae Young knows how to play, that we know Anthony Davis knows how to play. But they're backed with young guys that are on the rise who are going to get the rest of this year most likely to keep elevating their game before they have to put their foot on the gas next year. Trey Johnson is a fucking dog. I love him. You mentioned him. I mentioned in our first episode, I said I got my eyes on Sar this year to take a big leap.
I said Sar was my most not most improved. So I said
we all said Pacers players. We were wrong.
Yeah, we all said Pacers players. But I said Sar is going to be a breakout player this year.
And then we were all over that.
Yeah.
And they got all their draft capital
They got draft capital. They got draft capital. They got cap space. They got everything.
So this is the biggest
thing needed. Yes.
So everything that you guys just said is correct. But it's not. So they're about to sit AD and Young for the rest of the season.
So we're on the same frequency. We're on the same frequency. Go ahead.
So they're about to let these young guys, like you said, cook up for the rest of the season.
Get another player.
Then they're about to get because they're bad.
Yes.
Their record is bad.
To be there.
Yes.
Trae Young looks thrilled on that bench.
And Anthony Davis, if we know anything, he took that trade to the Mavericks with the utmost maturity and respect.
100%. So he's a professional. And so they're about to get. This draft class is like 4 to 5 players that I can see being all-star Hall of Fame level players if everything works out right. At least you get a top 5 pick, put them alongside the young core you already have, and then you have AD and Trae Young for next year. It's and then just let them recoup for the rest of this year. Let them get healthy. Let them go into an off season healthy. And then next year, just let them go stupid.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah, we were on the same frequency there. All right, so listen. So for me, man, what I got to say, who I think won, to be honest with you, is going to be Atlanta.
Okay.
I think Atlanta cleaned up. I think that what they did and how they built everything around that core there, man, it's going to be crazy. I think you still get Alexander Walker doing his thing, right? I don't know, man. I don't know how y'all feel about it.
I mean, like, when it comes to the Hawks, man, I think they've just made the correct moves.
Yes, man. Kuminga gets the, you know what I mean?
You would want to get more for Trae Young in a trade.
No, who cares? Who cares? No, they only got off of what he was owed.
Yeah,
like,
and I think
like,
when it comes to them, they did exactly what I basically asked. I said, build around Jalen, build a team that's going to be able to run with Jalen Johnson because his growth has been insane.
And realistically, bro, for Trae Young and Porzingis, you now have 2 of the best shooters in the league with Buddy Hield and CJ McCollum. Are they both aging? Sure. But that's also with the age brings the maturity of being a locker room guy along with being a good bench mentor. So these 2 guys coming off your bench, snipers, and then you just also have Kuminga to bring with the young core.
Rashae are going to be off the bench.
You got Rashae, Kuminga, and Jalen Johnson.
Jock Landale went off last night.
Yeah, but Johnson got to get his 3-point shooting together. That shit is hard.
Well, no, I'm not saying they're like any contender, but they've built. Like as a winner.
Yes, I love what they did.
And fucking Dyson Daniels is a great defensive 3-and-D type of backcourt. Given Dyson Daniels can't shoot a 3 to save his life this year, but still, they both are phenomenal.
Both got to get better.
Yeah.
But some people just need to change the scenery. Like Trae Young, you see him over there on the Wizards bench, like having mad fucking fun, like loving playing with those guys.
I think that's what it is.
He just needed to be around young because he's still young.
Yeah, it's over. When
he's
it's
still
over,
young.
it's
He
over.
needed to be around that young energy again. That like I'm not here trying like
Yeah,
because with Atlanta it was stressful. Like we gotta win, we gotta win. We
made
we gotta
him
win.
the superstar, the mentor of that team since he was like 22, and it's just like.
And he's not everybody's cup of tea. But what I will say too is I love that Buddy Hield. I don't know what y'all mean about aging. I think Buddy still got some mouths.
He's got some juice.
Oh no, but I'm
he
saying
got some
but
gas on the tank.
he's on the wrong side of 30 still.
Yeah,
so I'm not saying like aging as
he's
in
on the
like
wrong
he's
side.
about to be out of the league.
no,
but I mean
sir,
like
right?
he's
No,
like 32,
sir.
I think, or something.
And still
so.
top. Listen, man, he got one of the top
33.
3-point percentage.
33, okay.
When you say wrong
like
side of
come
30,
on,
I
bro.
thought
No,
you
he
meant
got gas in the
36.
tank.
No, I just mean he's on the other side of 30.
Yeah,
he can get his shit together. I think that Quinn Snyder with Kuminga though, and
that's what I love. Quinn Snyder's just gonna get to fucking coach
that young ass,
and I love
them young dudes.
Oh yeah, Quinn Snyder is a great developmental guy. Like that's the thing.
He basically he built that those Jazz schemes and everything with Mitchell and Gobert and shit. That's all him.
Yeah, outside of like Jalen Johnson, you want to build around. Like you guys said, I think you guys said it perfectly. The Hawks did what they needed to do. Yeah. They got rid of all the injury-prone mess, all the big contract mess, and just brought in the guys
I think
that
like
could
in the
help.
offseason, like they were like, okay, we'll get Porzingis. We'll see if Porzingis and Trae Young can make some noise. They made like a pin drop amount of noise, and then they still end up better on the other side. So that's what I love about the trade deadline is a lot of teams, like even the Utah Jazz, like they just end up better because they did some shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's what you want out of
add defense
like
to
the
this
Sacramento
high-powered
Kings.
offense.
Sacramento Kings, they're a bunch of losers. They just stood there. They didn't trade Sabonis.
Yeah, I'll say if I was gonna go a loser, my top two would be Sacramento because you have so many guys that you just don't want on your team all still there. Yeah. And then I would say Heat just for the lack of doing anything.
They were the only team that didn't.
But if I were gonna give a winner out, and this is for finally, just going full rebuild mode, the Bulls. They let everyone out. They brought back a couple guys.
Yeah.
But they're all expiring.
Yeah.
The only people they have on their cap sheet that are making sizable money next year is Giddey on a $25 million contract, which in today's NBA isn't sizable. Patrick Williams on 18, and then like Okoro 11, Buzelis 5, like bunch of small contracts. So they're going into this offseason with cap space. They have their pick protected. It's like a four different teams have a protection on that pick, so it's strange. But
the fact that NBA allows shit like that,
yeah,
they need to simplify that shit.
It's like it's protected 9 through 30, or it's unprotected 9 through 30, something like that, and they get the swap of either that pick, Minnesota or Utah, out of all that. It's weird, but either way, I think they
it's
just
like
finally.
When the Pacers gave the pick to the Clippers, they protected it 1 through 4 and then 10 through 30. Yeah, it was mad weird.
I think finally they just were like, all right, let's build around Giddey, Buzelis, and just figure it the fuck out that way.
Well, I mean, it's funny because their roster, remember when it was the fun Chicago Bulls when they had Lonzo and Caruso and DeRozan?
It was fun for 20 games,
Levine,
so Lonzo went out for
Vucevic.
fucking 10 years.
So they turned that, and mind you, they could have traded these guys way back when, and this could have been a crazier tree, but they turned Lonzo Ball, Caruso, DeRozan, Levine, and Vucevic into Josh Giddey, Kevin Huerter, Trey Jones, Zach Collins, Simons, Duarte, Isaac Okoro, 2 seconds, and Noah Asenge.
Duarte's already out of the league. Anyway,
but that's what they turned those 5 into through trades for not trading them when they should have.
Yeah, they did not do a good job at getting rid of their stars. They traded them way too late.
And now it's funny because DeRozan and Levine go to the Kings, and all of a sudden the Kings also are like unwilling to move.
And it's funny how they got there because they didn't go there directly. It was like they just ended up there. But one thing I will say too is they have that weird ass pick this year that's like it's whatever. But then next year I think they have their own. They have their own, and then I think they have either 1 or 2 more first next year. And then, they just have picks on and on. So they finally doing a rebuild, and I'm happy to see it because Chicago, bro, since Jordan, Chicago, you had the little hope with D-Rose, but they've been fucking
horrible,
famished. The fans have been famished over there. They don't have any love in that city for what's going on.
All right, so different or not, Phillip Rivers. It's like, I'm just All right, so you guys got any closing?
Not
closing?
You doing any difference or not, or no?
No.
Okay.
We're gonna do an episode for that once we get into the dog days of the NBA season. But
dog days of fresh mile high.
All right. Well, with that being said, we're gonna get on out of here. We hope you guys like this episode. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, leave some feedback, share, tell your mom, tell your grandma, tell your daughter, tell your son, tell whoever.
Your dog.
We're here. There's not a place where you're gonna find the most laughable takes, the most hottest takes, everything different. Please come aboard. Have a good day, night, wherever you are. Enjoy the Super Bowl. We're out.
We running that train on y'all.
Yes, sir. My wife called. Perfect timing.
Mm-hmm.
Where you at? Where you at? I went to get the milk.
That's kind of wild.